This one for the right to represent the AFC in Super Bowl 56 in L.A. Off we go. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now a play fake. Lance. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And on the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 74 yards. And the Browns are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. So now the Browns, they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds, shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Henry on first down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or 2 at most. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Looking deep for Julio. And incomplete on the deep ball. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Lance going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm... And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. It's caught by OBJ. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Back to throw here, Herbert. Flush to it, under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Herbert. They'll get this off to Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And some room to work. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete here to Waller. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Herbert off of play action. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Derrick Henry taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 56 in L.A. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And now they'll throw with Lance. It's caught here by Adams. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll go for it. Lance looking deep for Adams. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tony Pollard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Roethlisberger will head to the line as his guys will go for 2. A first throw now for the backup Roethlisberger. That's caught, and he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returning it, John Ross. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And he'll look downfield for Waller. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. A final shot before half for Lance. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll work work it across midfield inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Herbert back to the air. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a second and about a mile here. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of the first down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert on the move to his left. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Terry McLaurin, 50 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy and let him go to work.
That almost felt like Sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the Sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They'll run left with Pollard. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Again, it's Williams. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. All right, I got to ask ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's complete to Adams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Moss there to make the grab. And the Browns are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. They'll look to throw. And no, they don't get it. Incomplete. And now they really have to be second-guessing themselves. Could have had the lead here in the 4th. Instead, we stay tied. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know it's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. First down, and it's Pollard again. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Pollard. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Gurley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. Gurley again. And I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On On second down, here's Henry.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. They'll run for it with Henry. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he'll take this forward to the 27.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here. Herbert to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Herbert. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 2nd down, it's Henry down to the 25. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Throwing, Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout And the Browns are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. Pass complete. Hurst. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. On 1st down, Lance being chased out left. Into the hands of Beckett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick 6 or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl, what do you got?
Well, if you go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny, but they're in New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. And they won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
Yep. A couple of the more memorable ones for sure. They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They run it again with Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 43 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there.
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here we go, here we go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kyler Fackrell, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Neville Gallimore able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Flush to his right. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Now Herbert with his first throw in OT. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert going to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert. Pass complete to Taylor. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. It's a touchdown in overtime. And they are marching on in the playoffs. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness, Hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.